The government's new deal with the EU is making it harder for Southwest firms to export, according to a new survey. Over 500 companies took part in the research by the Southwest Chambers of Commerce. As our business correspondent Dave Harvey reports, over half said that the new trade deal had reduced their exports to Europe.
The first 3 months for our business has been extremely difficult. Yes, Brexit has really damaged our business.
They've survived the pandemic, selling bright, novelty clothes to cheer people up all over Europe.
Something for everybody.
But the new trading rules have created another crisis. They import these products from all over the world and so pay UK customs duties, but sell them to Spanish, French, German customers. They must pay that duty again. And it's not just the price that's now putting off European buyers.
I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how many duties I've got to pay. I don't know what bill the postman is going to give me the moment he delivers. So, yeah, there's a real obstacle and there's a real reluctance by EU customers to buy from a UK company at the moment.
It's as bad as that?
It is as bad as cliff fall of our turnover into Europe by more than 70%.
And they're not alone. Of over 500 firms surveyed by the Chambers of Commerce, more than half have lost business under the new EU trade deal. Only 1 in 6 have seen their exports increase.
We've seen the largest fall since the last heavy recession in 2009. It's been a massive reduction, and that's really quite frightening in terms of what it's saying about international business and those businesses that rely on import and export as a key part of their business model.
The EU trade deal did save British manufacturers from paying duty. Welcome relief for a Bristol firm that makes luxury radiators. So how has trading after Brexit been for them?
OK, it's pretty awful, really, if I'm absolutely frank.
The problem? His European customers must still pay VAT in their own country, with new complex import-export paperwork to complete, before the delivery firm can hand over that shiny new radiator.
Now the message will be, we want to deliver to you tomorrow, but we can't because you've got to pay VAT. So that just puts us at a huge disadvantage. We're just a pain to deal with. That's the truth. The UK is a pain to deal with, you know. It's heartbreaking.
His solution? Continue to manufacture here for the British market, but to supply European customers, build a factory in Europe.
We, amongst other people, are thinking, our next round of investment, are we going to put it into the UK? Well, probably not. No, we're probably going to go and open a plant over in Poland to deal with our EU trade. Plant up in Birmingham will still carry on the way it is, but the future investment, that won't be in the UK, that will be elsewhere. And again, it's a tragedy. Yeah.
Well, Dave is here with us now. So, Dave, are we sure that the firms are having these difficulties and these problems because of Brexit or because of the pandemic, and are they intertwined anyway?
And that is what's so hard with such an extraordinary time, particularly in January when all trade was disrupted for pandemic reasons. But look, it's been over 3 months, and just take a look at those two firms. They've actually both traded quite well through the pandemic. Online retailers, Cheap and Cheerful, they've done pretty well in the UK, but seen their sales fall in Europe. And Fancy Radiators, well, a lot of people have been putting money into their houses, and again, they've done well in the UK, but struggle to sell across the channel. So that, plus the fact that it's 500 companies in this survey, does make people feel quite confident in the numbers.
It is quite critical, though, isn't it? And the government are defending themselves.
Absolutely. Let's have a look at what the Department for International Trade said to us today. There it is, their full statement. And obviously it's the EU that set the rules, and the British government is offering helplines and training for British businesses to kind of get the hang of the new rules. They also talk about the zero tariff, zero quota deal, which they've secured with the EU. What does that mean? Well, it means, like our guy making his radiators, there are no import-export taxes that he has to pay, but he does have to pay VAT, or rather his customers do. And often that's been the difficult thing, is the companies can't sort it for them. It's just the person waiting for it gets a note from the courier firm saying, I've got your radiator, but you need to pay some tax.
Yeah, and then a bit more. So what about seeing the chap from the radiator company at the end there saying he's off, or he might be off?
Well, first, he in particular is staying here for the UK manufacturing, But the company's growing and they're thinking, if we're doing well in Europe, do we want another factory in the UK or do we want one in Poland? He's pretty clear about that. Actually, that guy in Bridgewater at the beginning with the novelty cheerful goods, if you like, they too were going to be a European distribution hub. Now they can just handle the UK from Bridgewater, and they're going to advise on a European distribution hub for their sort of bigger parent company. Instead, though, they're going to concentrate on the UK. Bricks, not clicks. They're going to open up a couple of shops to bolster the actual online, and if that goes well, maybe more. So these people are all quite creative. They're not taking it lying down. But my goodness, it's complicated.
It is complicated. But you unravel it as ever. Thanks very much, Dave.